Oh my goodness, dudes. So I've put the disc in, and as you can see, it says Terraria. I am currently offline. I don't have any connection to Xbox Live because if I do, it will update my game. My friends, let's get ready to press A and get up that flash screen. Let's see it. Oh my goodness, dudes. This is nostalgia. Now, I know a lot of you are probably thinking, well, if you want nostalgia, why didn't you go to the Xbox 360 version? Or why didn't you go to the PC version, considering that's the original PC, like, it's the original. But yeah, no, I thought I wanted to do the original console Terraria, but I wanted to do the next gen one because it just looks a little bit better. Like, there's a lot of graphical improvements. I will go back and see what the Xbox 360 one looks like in the future if you guys would like to see that video. Oh my goodness, I remember this. This was made by Engine Software, so that was the difference. Engine Software were the ones that made it for console. Eventually, Engine had to drop out because they had a lot of games that they were going to be moving over to. So as they dropped out, Pipework moved in, and that's when they started work on the 1.3 update, which sadly isn't here right now. But what is in here is still very, very cool indeed. So as you can see, we have all of the old menus, because when I press play game, you can see everything is much different to the way that we know it and love it today. And personally, I do like this more. I preferred these menus. Like, in my opinion, they were just a little bit more better. And they worked really well for the console. I wouldn't say, oh, let's bring these over to the PC, because they definitely don't suit PC. But for console, these made it feel kind of unique. So if we go ahead and create a character. Now, this is what makes me laugh, right? So as you can see right here, we have the character creation tabs. And we have the skin color, the eye color, the hair color, and etc, etc. But as you can see, this is almost identical to the newly introduced character creation that we've got in the 1.4 update. Let's go ahead and create a character. Now, as you can see, we have these character creation tools, and we've got all these tabs. We've got hair type, hair color, eye color. But don't you guys think that this looks very familiar to the newly introduced character creation GUI that we had introduced in 1.4? Well, in so many ways it sort of is, and it makes sense. Like, this was a really nice feature, especially for console. It just showed you all of the different hairstyles, everything that you had to see, all the customizations just visually there, and it made things a lot easier to do. And I feel like that's something that the PC version didn't have for a very long time. So for example, if you had this hairstyle on PC, you had to continuously keep pressing the arrow all the way back up again to get back to it. And that would be like called type 1 hair or something like that. And then it would go all the way up to here, and then you'd have to go all the way back again, if that makes any sense to you. Then yeah, so basically it was pretty mad. It did take a lot of time to do, but with this version, I thought it was very nice because you were able to just see everything. It was visually there. So we are going to create a character, and it's going to make things so much easier because we don't have any stupid slider where I'm trying to work out what color I want, because I also don't like the slider either. Look, every color that you could possibly need is here right now. So we don't really need a slider. This is something that I would like to see reintroduced to Terraria, because I feel like it was a nice feature. It didn't really need to go anywhere. But yeah, anyway, so we got brown hair, so we'll take that. It's probably a bit darker than my hair, actually. Let's go for a lighter brown because my hair's not too dark. We have eye color. Let's go ahead and make my eyes blue because my eyes in real life are blue. I used to always do this. It was like a typical thing I used to do. So I used to go like a blue color for the t-shirt, and then I would make the elbows red. I don't know why, or like the undershirt red. Now I would change my pants. From what I can remember, I used to do a lot of the time. It was either blue, or I used to change them to red. Actually, I think, yeah, I used to change them to red. And then I would make my trainers or whatever something like black because, yeah, I don't know. They used to be a bit random at times. Sometimes I'll do this color. Maybe I'll do like black. But I think I'll do this color because that looks very, very awesome indeed. I like that. It actually looks like I have trainers on, which is nice. So, yeah, normal character. Wow, this is so different. So the way that we select this now is much different to the way that we select it today. So yeah, I think we will go for a normal character because obviously drop money on death, very nice. And I think I'm definitely female now, male. Look at that, that is weird. Look at that glitch as well. My body is in half. So if you don't know, the way I used to get my thumbnails as well for my character was I used to take a screenshot of this page, and then I would take this page and then I would just literally cut out my character. That's how I used to get that. So yeah, let's create a character anyway. Without any further ado, let's actually get into this. So yeah, Super Fudge Draw 7, let's create, and wow, I actually have all my worlds. Whoa, and some of these weren't made on this version. Rizzo's all items map. Maybe we could take a look at that. Mini-Me version 2, that was made on this version. So I guess we could try that as well. Vile Mushroom, Holiday, Frost Moon Farming. I remember all these. It's so cool being able to see them in a place where they shouldn't be as well. Because like, Let's Play 1.3, I'm pretty sure. The only reason why that's safe is because I actually made it before 1.3 came out. So that's why that's safe. I had an all items world. Wait, no way. Do I have access to my old world that I swear I deleted? Nope, load failed. Yeah, that wouldn't work. So can we do... No, we can't even do Rizzo Drizzle's all items world. What about Thank You? No, Thank You doesn't work either. I'm not going to try this one because I don't want to damage it by any means. Load also failed. Mr. Creeper also failed. I hope this doesn't destroy my worlds. Yeah, hopefully this doesn't because I have some pretty good worlds. So if we go ahead and generate a new world... yeah, I just want to make sure I generate it somewhere where it's not going to really matter what I do. So if we just go down here and generate small world. Here we go, world, yes, and let's do it. So the world generation as well just looks a lot nicer. I like this. I don't really care so much for the animation of the Crimson and the Corruption. I like this one, just adding gems. And it was faster. Like, it was much faster to generate worlds. Now, obviously, you could be arguing, yeah, but there is more in the game. And that is true. There is more in the game. So, yeah. Oh, who have we got here? All right, so we have... Who are you? Excuse me, do you want to tell me your name? Okay, you don't want me to... Oh, wow, all these menus are way different. So we have Wyatt. How are you doing, Wyatt? Nice to have you here. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and break a tree just because why not? But yeah, also look at how tiny our hearts are and how tiny the mana is as well. That is pretty insane. So yeah, we do have the option to zoom in on a character. I sort of did that and didn't even mention I'd done it. So yeah, we're going to do a little spot of mining today, and we're also going to check out some of the crafting menus because the crafting menus in this, oh my goodness, dudes, don't even get me started on how much I love those. They should never have gone. Personally, as for a console, I think these menus should have stayed. They just worked, and something about this made crafting so much more easier. And I think for somebody who doesn't know how to craft in Terraria or doesn't know many of the recipes, this was nice because all you had to do was get slightly closer to a recipe and then they'd start shining like they are right there. So if I show you, you can see obviously the arrow is glowing, the sword is glowing, everything starts glowing when you get closer to crafting it, and that's something that is missing in today's Terraria. It won't show unless you have basically all of the recipes now, or all the ingredients. Now I know you can talk to the guide and get guidance essentially, and that is sort of what he's all about, but yeah, so I'm not gonna bother trying to... I might actually, but yeah, what I don't like about that is it means that you have to have a guide alive in order to actually know ingredients. Now if you go and spawn in the wall flesh, it requires for the guide to die. So yeah, it just makes things a little hard. Wow. Also, another thing that feels a lot nicer on this as well is the able to place blocks a little bit better. I don't know what it is. There's just something that's different about this version in placing blocks compared to the 1.3 version. I don't sort of like it. I love this version though. This version I absolutely love. But yeah, I don't like the 1.3 placing blocks. And also when 1.3 came out, it had so many bugs. One other thing I do like actually, just right there, as you can see when I attacked the bunny, it had that health bar. Now that health bar I really like as well. I love those health bars. Everything was just so different in this version of Terraria, and it's something that I love to come back and just have a look at, because look at this. This place is just so beautiful, and it runs, in my opinion, this actually runs a little smoother as well. Like, there was weapons in this version, because obviously if you don't know, 1.3 was recoded from the ground up by Pipeworks Studios, but there's things in this that were in the 1.3 update, slash, actually that's not true, that can't be possible. What I mean is, there are weapons that were added in this update that when it got recoded over to the new way of doing things, it started to lag a lot more. So, for example, the Razor Typhoon, as you may remember, used to be really good. Like it was a bit laggy when it first got introduced, but they ended up fixing that, and it wasn't a problem for much longer. But then there was the introduction of 1.3, and that is when a lot of things started becoming very laggy, to the point that the game would actually sort of jerk out at times, and it would take like 10 minutes for it to realize that you actually shot something, because it used to just freeze in place, which was a bit annoying. And it now does that on 1.3, which is kind of annoying. But it doesn't do that on here. Yeah, so I don't know if I'm making any sense right now. We have a jungle as well. Nice. And, yo, I'm dead. Well, that was kind of like, you know, a Mission Impossible mission right there. So let's try and do a little bit of building, because why not? I mean, building is fun, isn't it? So let's have a look at a bit of building. Oh, there's a chest down there. Let's see what we got. Oh, chest GUIs on this as well were so much easier. So there's another feature I like as well. You had the option to... well, okay, that didn't work. So, yeah, ripperoni to me. So what I was going to say is there is an option to exit without saving, although I don't think I saw that option on here. I don't know why it's not allowing me to do it. Corrupted character data was found and has been deleted. Oh no. I hope that's not my Let's Play character. Whoopsies. Uh-oh. Oh goodness. Right, so... yeah, I think I may have just lost a lot of my stuff. Oh, no. Well, if you guys are thinking about doing this, don't do what I've done, because it will end up corrupting your characters. We'll check that in a minute. We'll actually see if it has corrupted any of my characters. But yeah, as you can see, we have this iron chest, and the GUI was just so much nicer. Things were easy to take out a chest, put into chest, take out a chest, put into chest. It just looked much nicer. And another thing that I really liked was how the sprites for everything were bigger as well. You didn't have to squint at the screen so much in order to be able to see what you had. Even the numbers in the GUI were easier to see, and that is something that I absolutely loved about the console version, which is, don't get me wrong, I love the PC, and I absolutely love playing on Terraria, nonetheless. And I love the 1.3 update, don't get me wrong, but there are features that were in this particular update, which was made by Engine on a completely different engine, I believe, that, you know, I just think were better. And that's kind of a shame, really, because there's a lot of things that I think that if they were in the game, they would make the quality of life easier. Now, this is something that they always talk about with Terraria. They talk about how they want to make the quality of life for better. Now, on PC, I think everything is as easy as it can possibly get, because, you know, PC is a little bit easier as well. You've got mouse and keyboard support, and I think that's something that's missing from the current version that we have on console. Either add the ability to use keyboard and mouse, or I think maybe add these menus back, because if you're going to just keep it to controller, these kind of menus, they're just much better. They actually work nicer, they feel nicer. Like I said as well, this is always a nice thing to tell you whether if you're getting closer to a new recipe. Being able to see the sparkles, see there, I'm getting closer to it. And it's just nice. It's all those little tiny things that make you want to keep coming back and appreciating the game for what it is. Because otherwise, if you come into a game and you don't know what you're doing, then the more chances are you have of like saying, oh, this game sucks, leaving it, or maybe even not playing it properly at all. I know there's no set way of playing any game. Well, in terms of like sandbox like Terraria, like there obviously is the boss progression, and that is sort of like a way to play it. But when you come to think about all the different items that you need to get, that is just, you know, purely up to you how you play. But some people don't even know how to make houses, and I know that sounds really crazy because it's really, really simple, but, you know, some people don't know how to make tables, and that's as simple as just gathering wood and building. But some people don't actually know how to do that, and that's some of the things that are missing, and I would like to see that sort of return. Now, I think, obviously, the keyboard and mouse being added isn't really going to fix that, but if they did add the keyboard and mouse, I think it would be a little bit easier for aiming weapons. That's the reason why I suggest that. Also because, like I said earlier, the mining in this version is much nicer than the 1.3 version, because it just doesn't feel like it goes too far out. It actually feels like, you know, that's my limit, that's where I can be, and everything just feels a bit easier to place. Like, look at this, I can place a block there, place a block here. I don't feel like I'm unable to do anything in this version. Honestly, it might just seem like the same game that I've made videos on before, but there is a completely different feel to this, and that was one of the reasons why I first fell in love with Terraria. Because if you don't know, Terraria for me, I started on console. I didn't actually start on the PC version, and then I slowly migrated over there. I'm still doing, obviously, my console stuff. I've done more of that, but I've been recently proper going pretty ham on what I can produce with PC, and that's because I've really fallen in love with the PC version over the console now, because the console doesn't have the feel that I fell in love with. And yeah, I just feel like it's a little bit more accessible on the PC, especially with the menus that they're trying to integrate into console. They don't work for the console because there's just some things that you can't use. And yeah, but this version is just amazing, and I love coming back to it because it is just nostalgia upon nostalgia, coming back to a version of Terraria like this. Oh boy, look at the dungeon. Even this looks massively different. The old texture for the clothier, I kind of prefer it. I prefer this texture, and I like it. It's just a nice texture. And look at the dungeon itself. The dungeon looks very, very nice. I think I'm actually going to die here from a vulture. Classic way to die in Terraria is a vulture. Now let's just see if we can attack him. Look at this though. I feel like I can actually aim with this weapon just because it feels nicer. Wow, I need more seeds though. Come on, seeds. Hello. Yeah, let's get some seeds. Let's try and get back over to that. Boom. Let's take on the vulture. Yeah, boy. We defeated the vulture. Can you imagine if we tried taking on Skeletron? Building in this version just feels really nice. Very slick. It feels faster as well. It feels faster but controllable, which is nice. Not uncontrollable fast. It's like very, very stiff slash fast slash works wow. Actually, I don't need to make an upstairs because I'm not planning to probably come back to this world anytime soon. So yeah, all we want to do is make ourselves a workbench, which makes things easy. So it says used for basic crafting. Let's place that down. We can also go ahead and make ourselves some new stuff. Let's have a look and see what we can make. Oh, the other thing, you can show what's available as well, so you can actually filter it to show you stuff that you can craft rather than just making it so that you can craft everything. Oh, okay, that's nice. Table, chairs. Can I make any sort of wooden backgrounds? I can't remember where you make wooden backgrounds. For some reason, it doesn't seem like I can make wooden backgrounds. Oh, I don't have enough wood. That might have something to do with it. So yeah, let's go ahead and place down some torches. As you can see, I'm lighting this place up, making it look very nice. Sprucing up, man, sprucing up. Making it look very beautiful. And what am I doing? I'm picking up the wrong things now. And yeah, do you know what? I want to take some of these potions just because, why not? They do make me glow. So here we go, glowing potions, sick. Let's place down an anvil. Let's place down a table. Let's place down a single chair. Let's go and mine some trees. And oh no, Wyatt's dying. Oh my goodness, I've got to save Wyatt. I've got to save Wyatt. Oh no, Wyatt, it's all right. Grenade, Wyatt, I'm gonna throw a grenade in the hole. Yes, I think I saved him. I think I sort of saved him anyway. And there's just this one zombie that I need to take out now. And yeah, I'm taking him out. Oh, okay. No. Get lost. Drop me a shackle, actually. Why not? Drop me a shackle. First night? Nope, you're not going to do it. Okay, well, screw you. I wanted a shackle and you didn't give me it. Any other time, I wouldn't want one. But, you know, because it's my first night and all that sort of stuff. Yeah, please give it to me. But, no. Anyway. I didn't get to mine any trees because I tried to save Wyatt. I think he's still being attacked. He might even come up as dying in a minute because he's quite unlucky by the seems of things. And yeah, doors. They don't auto-open on this version, but the last version the engine created, you used to be able to walk through doors. You just got this, bang, and the door would close if you... Well, actually, the door wouldn't close. I swear they used to auto-open on this version. I'm not even sure. Do you guys remember if they auto-open? I swear they did. And yeah, Wyatt is just being attacked. He's gonna die, isn't he? Oh no, Wyatt, please don't attack Wyatt. I mean, I'd rather him get attacked than me, but that's not the point. Don't attack the guide. I need him. And yeah, right, come with me. Come with me. Right, I'm going to shoot you. Yeah, see, it does collateral damage. Nice. And it's my nest, and I think Wyatt is literally just waiting there. I'm going to ditch him in a minute, and he's going to get hurt. Okay, right, Wyatt, you're going to be a noble sacrifice. I'm sorry, dude. Okay, Wyatt, no, don't go that way. He's dead. Yep. Oh... Well, that didn't, oh my goodness. Oh, do you know, there's just some things that never cease to amaze me about Terraria. It just looks amazing. And don't get me wrong, it might be sad that Wyatt died, but it's quite funny because, yeah, the guide always is quite dumb. Oh yeah, that's another thing about this version. They couldn't protect themselves. Yeah, they didn't have their bows, so they couldn't protect themselves from danger. And why can I not craft walls? Is that... Oh, I know why. Yeah, I'm so used to it being in its individual thing. It used to be in categories, so that's another thing that was a little easier as well. And yeah, so let's go ahead and make this beautiful house that's going to need a lot of patching up. It looks great, doesn't it? Look at this. Look at this. You can see I put a lot of time into making this house. Boom. I'm even going to just place random background wall out here. But anyways, yeah guys, that is basically it for this video. If you would like to see me maybe make this into a series, I don't know why you would, then please tell me down in the comments below and smash that like button. If we get to 20 likes in this video, which I know is not going to happen, then I will actually consider making this into a series. I will actually make this into a series. We'll go and take on as many bosses as we can in this version of Terraria, and I'll make it a weekly series. So there's the updated game. Let's see if the characters are damaged or... So I've lost my character for my Let's Play. That might say Let's Play there, but that is how long ago that is from. Oh my goodness. I hope my world's not like that. Let's have a look at my world. Oh, it's going to be half done, isn't it? If my castle's not got full walls. Oh my goodness, what have I done? Oh, by trying to do this video, look at how much of my world is unexplored. I have lost all my... Oh my goodness. I've lost literally all my progress. Right, it gave me the option to sync my data. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to allow it to sync my data and see if that fixes things. But as of right now, it looks like I've lost my characters. And the characters I have... literally from years ago. Oh, I don't even use these characters. What is going on? I deleted them so long ago and I somehow got them back. And I'm not even using my Xbox. I'm using, just take in mind, I'm using Emma's Xbox. I hadn't even met Emma when these characters were created. So how they're even on her Xbox and I've deleted my save data. How they're even on her Xbox and they've switched over is insane. So this console has newer, Terraria has older. I'm gonna go with the Terraria from the cloud because I think that the stuff from the cloud might be my stuff. So I'm hoping that this cloud stuff is literally what I'm looking for because oh my goodness dudes, if it's not, I've lost everything, all my progress, everything that I've done in my episodes, like my spooky Christmas tree, gone. Okay, dudes, it is the moment of truth. Oh, it's even worse. Well, actually, it's not. That's actually my stuff, isn't it? Oh, there's my 64 hours of gameplay. Wow, thank goodness for the cloud. Xbox, Microsoft. Thank goodness for the cloud. Otherwise, I would have lost everything. Those characters that you just saw were that old. They were literally from like 2016. And how they got on Emma's Xbox, because they were local files, I have no idea. But here's my castle and how this is how it's supposed to look. Oh my goodness, dudes. This is awesome. Right. Thank goodness for that. I would have been absolutely devastated if I'd lost all my progress. Look at all the progress I have made in this world. To lose all that, it would suck so badly. But yeah, anyways, guys, that is it for this video. You can do this without losing your data as long as you have it saved to the cloud. But I definitely don't suggest any of you try and do this at all because it is dodgy. And if you are going to do it, at least use a different profile. Don't use the profile that you have all your worlds backed up on because that does happen. So yeah, pretty mad. I bet a lot of you guys are wondering how that will happen, but yeah, pretty mad. Anyways, I almost lost my character. Didn't lose it. That's good. Another thing, my friends, like I said, if you'd like to see me do a main series over on the Xbox One version, the first update released for the Xbox One version of Terraria, then please do go ahead and try and get to 20 likes on this video, which I definitely know it won't, so I won't have to be doing a series at all. Also, my friends, if you would like to see this series return, then go and tell me in the comments. This particular series that you can see right now, where I play in this castle, and I think in the last episode we went up against Gollum. If you would like to see me continue this on the console, then please do also tell me down in the comments below. Anyways, guys, I'm Super7. You've been absolutely awesome. If you would like to see more videos like this, then please consider to subscribe to stay up to date with all of the latest and greatest content coming to my channel. Also, if you haven't already, check out my Discord. My Discord is a great place to find out all of the latest and greatest information around Terraria. That includes news and all sorts of updates. So if you'd like to check that out, if that's the kind of thing you're into, then please do make sure to join my Discord. But as I said, anyways, guys, it has been Super Fudge. This has been awesome, and I'll see you all in my next video. Goodbye!